What does Black History Month mean to you?
Perseverance.
Freedom, because we have our rights now.
Power.
Who comes to mind?
Nelson Mandela.
Rosa Parks.
William Wilberforce.
Martin Luther King.
Barack Obama. Lola?
Harriet Tubman.
Black history is everything. It's me.
Dr. Carter G. Woodson, the father of Black History Month, stated that African Americans are overlooked, ignored, and even suppressed by writers of history books and the teachers who use them. Racism and prejudice are obvious outcomes of the instruction to ignore the Negro race and make people believe that Africans play no part in the progress of mankind.
This is our love. This is our legacy. Greatness is rooted from a line of legacies. Like where some people couldn't vote because of signs of prejudice, see? Down to the transformation of the current presidency. So we're determined to share and understand our own legacies. Roads were paved for us to grow one day. So we gotta live through the past that I know we'll owe one day. Because family represents our DNA. So we gotta repay by being great. Coming from a long line of struggle and adversity, but still finding rhythm in the rhyme like a nursery. When the blood runs so deep, we don't need surgery. We just learn to go to God for emergencies. We understand it takes a village to raise a child, because once he's on his own, he's in the wild, thrown to a world of vultures. So we try to remain cultured and respect the man that came before us and love the women who may adore us. Life is not always easy, but the love given is pleasing. So we share with a time of reunion, family, food, and a time of communion. To remember the old from their growth and wisdom, not forgetting that years takes poise and charisma. Eating food that feeds the soul, sharing memories that will never get old, smile and laughter through years of trials and tribulations, but still dancing with joy in times of celebration. Because once history is in the making, we begin to appreciate the patience of waiting. God's greatest gift is time, so with each second we define our purpose of being on this earth, knowing the opportunity of greatness begin with birth. As generations pass, we look for new legacies, teaching the young to grow with integrity, and we begin to discover our own values while realizing the journey will allow us to gain knowledge of the unknown and that the times of struggle make us strong. So with every breath, we begin to believe that success was ordained for us and faith will guide our roads and hope that one day we'll grow old and be able to share our story to future generations so they can live through glory and realize life isn't boring, but rather it is what you make it. And every moment we live is up for the taking. Because life is short, but when we love, it grows longer. And pain is just temporary to help us grow stronger. So only time will tell to those who prevail, and the path we walk will slowly begin to gel. As the days go past and the future gets nearer, the road will get smoother and the picture becomes clearer. Because we all live and die, but don't have to be forgotten. And just because life is bittersweet, don't mean we have to be rotten. Elders bring a sign of wisdom, while youth can expand their tradition. Every individual has their differences, but doesn't mean we're all so different. So as our legacy grows, we remember the old, and we lead the youth to remember their souls, because we all were born to live healthy, and although poor, our legacies can be wealthy. So as we live, remember to believe in the kids, for this life isn't primarily for ourselves, but to influence those yearning for help. So as I grow from a boy to a man, I realize the tradition is in my hands, determined to lead a life of greatness so that the past transforms to the future with greatness. This is our love. This is our legacy.